Welcome in, everybody. Today, we're going to do a reading on who mysteriously took Jack and Lily Sullivan from their home. Yes, I said it. Who mysteriously took Jack and Lily Sullivan from their home? You might be saying, but Ian, come on now. How do you know they were taken? Well, listen up to this clip. I'm sure you've probably heard it. Have you listened to what this neighbor said carefully, though? It sounds like even the RCMP are admitting that maybe they got it wrong in the beginning. Listen up.
Melissa Scott's trail cameras might contain clues about the disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan. RCMP asked her for days of footage as the investigation into the missing children approaches the 3-week mark.
It's scary, especially not knowing what happened. We definitely keep our kids a little closer to home now.
The 4- and 6-year-olds were reported missing from this home on May 2nd, launching a massive search of the woods surrounding the home. No trace has been found, and RCMP haven't ruled out the case is suspicious. This is some of the footage Scott gave police. She says RCMP major crimes officers came to her home this week, asking for everything on her 7 cameras, starting.
Wow. 7 cameras. It's also Friday, May 23rd today. So we are 3 weeks today since these poor children vanished. Vanished. I said at the beginning that I had a vision early on and saw them walking through the woods with actually more toward. I knew they were in the woods, but they were in a field that they were heading towards water and then going left. And they were in a field that had trees. Like they were almost what you look at right now on the screen, what you can see, but a much bigger open area, like a big open area, but that was surrounded by trees. So I have felt this from the beginning and called the RCMP twice to see if they work with psychic mediums, told them I work with the Find Me group. They never called me back. However, I did also get a second vision. And so the RCMP are starting to say it sounds like they're admitting that maybe there's something else going on here if you just keep listening to this video here. But 7 cameras she had that they gave her. And listen, they went back 5 days before the children were last seen. Why, you say? Maybe to see if somebody was scouting around back there, scouting out the premises or the forest access to their home through the back. Just a thought, just my thought, not yours necessarily, my opinion. But listen up here. This last part is very telling, in my opinion.
Starting April 27th, 5 days before the kids were reported missing. 2 of Scott's neighbors were also asked to provide footage to RCMP. She says the officers also asked about her family's vehicles to rule out local traffic in the footage.
Possibly they are wondering if they didn't go missing earlier, or maybe somebody who isn't local to the area was around beforehand.
This road is the
Somebody not local to the area, maybe driving around.
most direct path from Scott's property to the home the kids went missing from. We drove between the 2 places. It's about an 18-minute drive down rough dirt roads. Straight through the woods, it's about 5 kilometers.
I did mention to them that I was very happy to see them and glad that they were canvassing a little further and looking at trail cam footage. And they did respond saying that they probably should have been around earlier.
What? They responded by saying they probably should have been around earlier. I would bet dollars to donuts they didn't want that statement to go public. Let's listen to that again.
Further and looking at trail cam footage, and they did respond saying that they probably should have been around earlier.
RCMP would not answer CBC's questions, including why they are seeking trail camera footage from before the disappearance and why they are identifying local vehicles. Nicola Sagan, CBC News, Glengarry State.
Wow, that is a very interesting comment from that woman. So now we're going to do a reading on who mysteriously took Jack and Lily Sullivan, because you're entitled to your own opinion. I just don't believe that these 2 children would have walked out of the back of their property, like the parents said, and not been found by now. You would have heard screaming and crying if they got lost. And that probably would have not taken very long to hear and cite them, unless something nefarious has happened either after they left, way later on, or someone else was involved. My opinion. So let's do the cards reading now and see who took them. I have to just remind everybody, if you didn't already see, that I had a vision where I believe a family member or a known friend of a family member came busting into the kitchen. I can see his face and mustache, I would say reddish hair, pretty, I would say like not like hairy red, but brown red, auburny, but a little bit more red than auburny. It's really hard to express. With beard, more of lighter blonde, a little bit in the middle of the beard, heavy set, round face, wearing looked like construction boots, construction pants, and like a t-shirt, heavy, tall, big guy. And really rounded face. Ginger, I guess, is the color I'm looking for, ginger hair. And came busting through into the kitchen. There was a vision I was given addressing Malaya, mom, for outstanding money, something that she either owed, ending her employment. It caused an end to her employment, or that she skimmed off the top, if you know what I mean, or something to that effect. And I feel like that gentleman was given to me as a vision because there's some sort of relationship there. Now, whether that was a literal uncle that the kids gave me, little Jack gave me in one of my visions, Uncle Larry, and whether that was Uncle Larry, I don't think so, really, because the gentleman walking through the field was very thin, and this gentleman was not very thin. And so I do want to get narrowed down who this gentleman was in the field and who this vision, the vision I had of the gentleman walking in the kitchen are. And there's a lot of possibilities in this case. I mean, it's scary to say. It's kind of a weird statement, but it's true. There's a lot of possibilities in this case. We have the fact that the kids, get my headset in. So again, there's lots of possibilities, sadly, in this case, because, well, we've got the parents, which are, typically suspects. We've got the fact that there was also Daniel's mother and brother living on the property. Neither one or any of those people were the two gentlemen in my vision. And the two gentlemen in my vision were different. Interestingly enough, I just got back from running errands to get more wrapping paper for my packing, and saw a white pickup truck, Sullivan, with the brand name on it, like a business company name. And the gentleman in this truck reminded me of the man in my vision. And I thought that there was a message in that for me from spirit, from my guides, that, interesting. The two cards that just flipped over, disposed of and child, disposing of evidence and child. Interesting. So I'm just wondering if the gentleman in that truck was spirits, a message to me from my guides. I think it was a grandparent elder. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, that's very interesting. This card has never come out in any reading for me. This card has never come out. Grandparent elder, and the other ones that flipped out were child, and we're going to see if those come out again when I was shuffling. Child and disposing of. Okay, so why this is so fascinating to me is this is what I think happened. I have my own theory. I mentioned it in the last video I did. Go back and watch it if you didn't see it. And I really believe regrettably, that Grandma, Daniel's mom, had something to do with it. And I think there's some guilty knowledge that he has there. And, okay, so we got witness. Somebody was not able to escape from freedom. Okay, so is Grandma the witness or is she the perpetrator? I think Grandma paid or called in some contacts. She wasn't either of the two visions of the two men I saw. Okay, so somebody knows the truth. Somebody knows the truth. Somebody witnessed the truth. Okay, I want more on this grandmother here, please. Do all the YouTube things if you could. By the way, 50% of you that watch me repeatedly have not subscribed. It's free. Click on the notification bells. I would appreciate it. And so would Jack and Lily, because that would get this video out. We need to get their name out to as many people as possible. Okay, so I want clarification on this grandparent elder, because I truly think, in my opinion, Grandma is a little more involved. Okay, so at night, in the middle of the night, give me more on this Grandma. Stars. To me, again, this has come up in the Sebastian Rogers multiple times, and I keep saying that means that there is going to be justice for Sebastian, just not on the time. Somebody was playing tricks in the middle of the night. Somebody was playing magic tricks in the middle of the night. I'm asking for clarifier on the grandmother, but there was a witness who knows the truth. Somebody lost their freedom that night, or will lose their freedom. What is going on here? I need clarifiers on this grandmother, please, Spirit. Card, Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Wands. Stopping somebody from being independent and leaving. Ten of Pentacles. Family legacy. Wow, this is family legacy. Okay, so Grandma was worried about somebody's and their. Okay, Nine of Pentacles is independence. This is Malaya wanting to get out on her own and leave, and something about Grandma protecting the family legacy. Wow. These are all major hitter cards. I mean, these are all major arcana except for, well, 3 of the 6 are. But I mean, these are heavy hitting minor arcana. So there's, wow, I need more. But this, it just feels like a validation. It just feels like validation of Grandma again. Oh my God, death. Okay, well, Grandma. These are all the clarifying cards on Grandma. Give me more, please, on Grandma and the death. There's also kids in that picture. Grandma. Give me more around Grandma, please. Unless she's the witness, I want to know more. They were high. They were high. Frozen and preserved is in reverse. Final ending. This one's come up before. Give me a final ending around. Who is the final ending around? I want clarifiers on the final ending, please. Who's this final ending around? Final ending, please. Final ending. Some sort of communication. Some sort of communication. Writing or something is evidence in a final ending. Somebody was wanting a new start. This is Mom. This is Mom. This has come up over and over again. Give me more around Grandma. Grandma's high fives, high drug business. I think allegedly, in my opinion, Grandma's got some drug business going on there. Grandma's kind of not quite so innocent. Yeah, the devil, somebody was keeping something to themselves. The devil, somebody was stealing from the top. Yeah, somebody was hiding something. That's, I think, Malaya. I think this is just a validating. Okay, so what did Grandma do? What did Grandma do? Wow. Okay. Look. 2 in a row here. Grandma's the devil. Grandma's got a business, I think, allegedly. Okay. Who took Jack and Lily? Who took Jack and Lily, please? It's going to get solved. So what's the conspiracy theory? The conspiracy theory is basically my theory. Most professionals and criminologists and whatnot would say that the chances that they were taken are extremely remote, unless it was taken, they were taken by a family member. But this is going to get solved. We've had that card show up more than once. Okay, so what is going on with who took Jack and Lily? Who took Jack and Lily? A snake and a backstabber. A snake and a backstabber. Okay, who took Jack and Lily? I'm trying to get more clarifications on these two gentlemen, these two visions that I had. Was somebody given an order? Someone was given an order. Someone was given an order. Yeah, so there's sort of like a turf war, or somebody started a big fight, like a big fight. Yes, this started a big fight. I think there was probably some sort of argument that took place at the party, allegedly. I'm assuming they had one. Who took Jack and Lily? My gosh, we're not getting much on that. Somebody had a temper. Somebody has a temper. Somebody has a temper and tried to move forward. Somebody got caught or was prevented from leaving. Somebody had a temper to prevent somebody from acting. Because this is action in reverse. Somebody was trying to take action and somebody was stopping somebody from taking some sort of action. What is going on? Who took Jack and Lily, please? Who took Jack and Lily? Uh-oh. Somebody released. Somebody has mentioned this. Some of the locals that maybe they were the ocean's 20 minutes away, released into the ocean. Who took Jack and Lily? Who took Jack and Lily? Empress. Backstabbing. Empress. I don't know, man. That's grandma. Grandma, the head of the household. The head of the household. Justice. There will be justice. There will be justice. Somebody took them away. Somebody took them away. Other side of the river. Somebody took them away. She ordered that they were taken away. Are Jack and Lily still alive? See if I can get that out. Jack and Lily still alive. I'm also going to get clarifiers. Fake news. So we've got telling stories. There's stories going on. They're telling stories about them walking out the back, in my opinion. Premeditated. Premeditated. Wow. This was premeditated. This is not good. This is not good because that one has showed up before. What did Grandma have to do with that is the question. That is very interesting and not good. Okay, I want to know if they're still alive. Did we have the death card? I think we already had it come out. Where is it? I think it's already out. I'm going to pull into the deck. But man, I don't know. I hope these kids are still alive, God willing. If this is a vendetta and they're just being held, God willing. But then this one concerns me. I think the person, 8 of Cups, somebody's walking away. Somebody walked away. Somebody has walked away. Who took Jack and Lily, please? Who took Jack and Lily? Who took Jack and Lily? Somebody who didn't see it coming. Somebody that really didn't expect it, didn't see it coming. Somebody did not see that coming. Somebody was surprised. Maybe still doesn't even know. This could be Daniel and Malaya. Maybe don't even really know. They might not even know. They might have suspicions. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one though, because I have a feeling they know. Who took Jack and Lily? That's a whoa, too many cards. Who took Jack and Lily? You know, Spirit, I'm asking again, but I'm having a very hard time getting. We're getting some confirmation validations here, but who? I know Grandma's involved, in my opinion, some way, shape, or form. There's the 4 wands again. The head of the household, unsuccessful. 6 of wands is unsuccessful. Okay, who took Jack and Lily? I mean, they left. Who took 3 of Pentacles? There, 3 people. There's 3 people involved. This was collaboration. 3 people. I have Grandma and the 2 men. Okay, so now I've got a validation. There's Grandma and 2 men. The 2 men that I saw. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Who are these 2 men? Are they family members, acquaintances? Who are these 2 men? I'm going to ask for some clarifiers. Who are these 2 men? Who are these 2 men? Dissatisfaction with life. Who are these 2 men? Dealings in relationship with a woman. Okay, yeah. Waiting for news, package, or letter. Okay, so I don't know who these 2 men are, but there is some sort of communication that happened. There was, yes, these, somebody was watching. Grandma's the central. Grandma's the center. I think there was somebody that was asked to watch Uncle Larry, the one in my vision, and I think there was somebody that was asked to hold after they were transported, and this one is the perverse one, I think, emotionally unwell, regrettably. I'm gonna scales, justice, yeah. So there's the support. She got 2 different people, 2 different players here. Yeah, and the justice is going to be had here. I think there's probably evidence of these communications. Be careful not to take risks. Yeah. Okay. Let's I want to know if they're alive still. Jack and Lily still alive? Jack and Lily still alive. Jack and Lily still alive. I'm going to just put these back because I didn't realize this many fell out. I want to know if Jack and Lily are still alive, please, Spirit. Are Jack and Lily still alive? Jack and Lily still alive. I had that they were originally and that they weren't after, but I never declare the first or second reading facts. Jack and Lily still alive, please, Spirit. Are Jack and Lily still alive? Backstabbing, betrayal. Jack and Lily still alive. It's hidden. The backstabber and betrayal is this hidden grandma that I don't think anybody knows. I think she might be, and the justice is the next one on the 3 justice cards. She's going to get caught. Grandma's going to get caught. Grandma's going to get caught. The Fool. Yeah. Grandma's going to get caught. She's going to end up being pretty upset with the results of this. Okay, I'm just trying to get if they're alive or deceased and get some clarifiers. Jack and Lily still alive? Yes or no? Not to the benefit of my ego. Snake. Yes, snake in the grass. We got 2 snakes here. I'm going to go to the pendulum for this one. Jack and Lily still alive? Yes or no? Not to the benefit of my ego. That's a yes. Interesting. No, it's moving to no. It's just taken a while. Wow. Okay. Is my name Leanne? Are Jack and Lily still alive? Because I didn't have my hand on my stomach, so you have to ground it. No. No. Okay, everybody. Thank you for being here. Do all the YouTubey things and stay tuned for the next readings. Love and light.